Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Hope everyone's having a good day. Who's going to jump into this one and explain what you're going to be seeing? So, a couple of weeks ago, I was driving out to Arizona. I was driving at night. I like to drive at night better than the day. But out of nowhere, a deer ran in front of my car. And yeah, you see the thumbnail. And yeah, it was a sad moment. But I'm okay. My other half is okay. Nothing happened to us, not even bruises or nothing, so I'm thankful for that. But as for the car, yeah. So I'm gonna give you guys an update on how everything's been going with the business, but it, instead of watching me talk here, I know I'm not the best looking. You guys get to see me taking the car apart. Now I'll give another update later on. Probably do the same thing again, but the next video will be me installing all the new parts. But yeah, we'll jump into it. So I'll be honest with you guys. It's been a slow start. I had my first job, but which I honestly made a mistake on. That one I was charging too little, way too little. I was either breaking even or just losing money pretty much. So after that, I got a call. I was supposed to meet another guy at his property to give him a quote. So we scheduled a day to meet up, and just before then, he tells me that he can't make it, but that I can meet his brother. So it's like, okay. I went up, I met with his brother, and he showed me the property, and he told me that he had to take off, but if I could come up with a quote and talk to the guy that originally contacted. So I did that. It was quite a bit of stuff, right? And I was trying to learn from my previous mistake. And so I came up with new numbers, all that. All my pricing is on my flyer. So I added everything up based on the flyer. Came out to 940. And it was like 3 grills, 2 cabinets, a couch, a whole bunch of sheet metal on top of 3 different piles of trash and all that. Like, it was quite a bit of stuff. It was gonna take several loads. So I called him up and I told him that it was gonna be 940, but I can do it for 800 for you. Now, after that, he said he was gonna give me a call back to see what he thinks, and I didn't hear from him or his brother after that. Like, I was sitting there waiting at their property like for 30, 45 minutes, something like that. And they were just dodging my texts, dodging my calls, which is gonna happen, right? You're not gonna get all of them. This is my channel is gonna be true and honest to the mistakes I made the process of getting it started. So I'm gonna be honest, you're not gonna get them all. A couple days after that, I got another call for a Dollar General that they remodeled. So we scheduled a day for me to go do it. I quoted them 175 a load, cause I'm not working a big dump truck or nothing. I can't, premium prices. So that's what I came up with. 175 for a basic 12-foot utility trailer load. If there's a lot and I can stack the whatever I'm hauling away, then I'll charge anywhere from 200 to 250. It just all depends. If it's just a line of trash bags that fill up the trailer, yeah, this would be 175. But if it's like a bunch of tree branches, a bunch of stuff that I can stack on top of each other, it's going to be extra work. Yeah, it'll be 200 to 250. So anyways, yeah, I quoted them that. It's going to be about 2 to 3 loads at 175 each. And they agreed. So I went out to the Dollar General and I asked for the manager to show me exactly what pile needs to be taken. And they said that someone already came the day before and picked it up. So, yeah, there's another thing that now I'm learning to be aware of, where miscommunications can pop out from. If I get another job like that, I'd probably, because I wasn't contacted by Dollar General. I was contacted by another company that did the remodel. So if I get another job like that, I'd probably talk to them, schedule, and then call the business to confirm my schedule. I feel like for me, that would be the best way to avoid that miscommunication again. Now, since then, I hit the deer. I'm out of a car for a little bit till I get it fixed. And then I'm getting these little jobs that are either bailing on me or miscommunicated with me or whatever. So it's a bit of a rough start, and to me, that's okay. I'm learning from each one. It's okay. I'm not gonna start perfect with this. I'm gonna have mess ups. I'm gonna this and that. And then I get another job from Santa Fe. I go do that one. It's a quick and easy small pickup. Charge them 60 for it. Should have done more, but right now I'm kind of thinking, if I just get people on my side, my name will get out there. Yeah, I'm losing money right now. And some of you that may be running this business are probably thinking, I thought that too, and it didn't work out the best. Yeah. But it's just what I have to work with right now. I don't have the money to be spending on Google ads, Yelp ads, all that. Which I am on Yelp. And I'm trying to get the Google business going, without paying for the ads and all that. But those of you that have a Google business, I'm waiting to get verified. I'm waiting for this and that. But I'm trying. Now so I did that job in Santa Fe, and then I get two more jobs in Albuquerque. One of them is another little small job. You know, that's fine. It's just some cardboard. I charged him 80 for it. And he as well said that he knew some people that might need the service, so he's gonna help me spread the company. So I'm grateful for that. And then I get to my other job. Now in the videos you've seen so far, I'm using the Jeep Wrangler YJ. I get over there and there's like a lot of concrete. So I let the customer know I'm gonna have to do several trips because the weight is probably gonna be too much for the Jeep if I do it all at once. The towing capacity of that Jeep is 2,000 pounds, and the trailer alone is already 1,000. So I did the first load, through like a quarter trailer with the concrete, and then the rest of it is just like wood and the little pieces of trash laying around. And so I do that first load, and on the way back, the clutch was overheating. I was losing pressure in the hydraulic fluid, the brake fluid. So that made me worried, and it kind of felt like the transmission was kept getting stuck, right? So, and I'm worried this puts a bad image for me, but I had to, I had to stop the job early. I only charged her for the one load, and I was gonna tell her less, but she actually ended up paying me more than what I quoted each load for. So that was another blessing, I was thankful for that. So I get home and I'm looking around and I'm thinking to myself, I really need to get a truck. Like, I really need a truck to do these jobs. So I start looking around Facebook, just finding a cheap used truck. And then I came across Drive Time having a 2020 Dodge Ram 1500 Classic. I asked about it and I got a co-signer. I'm thankful for my dad. He helped me co-sign for it. And I ended up getting the truck. And I'm a big believer in the balance of good luck and bad luck. When something good happens, just be prepared because something bad is coming. You get a stream of bad luck, get ready because something great is going to come out of it. So, yeah, I got the truck. I saw that as my good sign, and it was perfect in time. So my dad was supposed to drive the Jeep back to my house. But on the way, the gears in the front diff just shredded it. It fell apart. It locked up the whole front diff. And so I had to trailer it back to the house. But I mean, like I said, the way things balance out, I got this truck in perfect time to be able to do that. But I mean, I'm still going strong. I printed a bunch of flyers and put them around town, and I'm still pushing. So whoever's starting this journey, trying to get their own business going,
My advice to you in this stage is to keep going no matter what. I mean, this applies to anything you're trying to do. You're going to have a lot of downs with just a few wins in the beginning, but take them all as wins because those lessons can be used to make more wins in the future. So learn and push no matter what. That's all I have for you guys this time, so I'll catch you in the next one.